Hello, this is James from Drone Deer Services. I just wanted to go through kind of an event, a mission that was flown with my Mavic 3T. The T is for thermal drone. Kind of wanted to give you an idea of what the drone could do and what we found on this particular mission. I launched out of my driveway, and here you see I just rotate the drone about 120 feet up in the air. And this mission took place again in my neighborhood, but at an altitude between 120 and 160 feet with some adjustment. And you can see, you'll be able to see what actually happened. In the beginning of the video, you saw a minivan, gray minivan come into the neighborhood. And that's actually my neighbor's grandchildren. And you can maybe figure out why it's important to think about that once you see what I discovered on this mission. Here I am elevating a little bit to get over this tree, and when I was doing that, I was kind of concentrating to the center of the screen, and I saw some movement. So I got in for a little bit of a closer look. I thought they were deer, and I was surprised they were not deer, and they were certainly something else. So I used the features of the Mavic 3T, got a little bit closer here, about 160 feet in the air, used the infrared, the thermal portion of the 3T, and you can clearly see some type of heat signature in the center of the screen. So I then went to split screen mode, and you can actually see the IR on the left and the actual zoomed in coyotes on the right. This is a nice pack of coyotes within 300 yards of my home, 80 yards of the closest home, and they're just enjoying a summer day, broad daylight, laying out in the snow and in the sun. And you'll be able to see once I zoom in a very healthy group. They're eating very well. I'm not quite sure what they're eating. There were cats in the neighborhood. There are rabbits in the neighborhood. There are deer in the neighborhood, squirrels, and also I imagine they get into garbage from time to time. But here's the pack of coyotes, and they're just enjoying the day, kind of taking a break. I wonder what they did the night before that's got them all tired out. There's a zoom in on kind of a strange behavior with one of them. I'm not sure, he maybe had some spicy food. But this is the group that I saw as I was just filming a mission in my neighborhood. I wanted to get it out to folks for learn a little bit about the drone and learn a little bit about how coyotes behave in residential neighborhoods. So I'm going to zoom in. You can probably see the health of these coyotes. There was a little bit of wind this day, so there's a little bit of buffeting in the focus where the drone has to react to a change due to being blown around a little bit. But all in all, it did a pretty good job on the focusing and handling the wind. You can kind of see that tree in the foreground. It's moving a little bit, but I think it was about 17-mile-an-hour winds. And that's what we saw on this particular mission. I'm also going to demonstrate a feature with the Mavic 3T. They advertise a great return to home feature. I was reluctant to use it in the beginning because I didn't trust it with this expensive drone. But you'll be able to see here I use it. I'm going to return to home. I'm going to give you a look of how close these coyotes were actually to homes. And this is a person's putting in a pond and kind of an estate here. But we're going to return to home. The system it's a one button push. It goes to a set altitude, and it will return to the area that the drone was launched. And to my surprise and to my great, I guess, pleasure, the drone returned exactly to where it launched from. And there are factors that affect that, how good a look it gets to of the launching area, how distinct the launching area is, if there's wind, if there's obstructions. There's a lot of features of the Mavic 3T. And if you would like more information, you can send me an email. I can get back with you. If you like the videos, please indicate that you like them, and subscribe. And we're going to keep expanding this venture and help folks find their deer, help folks find their maybe lost animals, and kind of give them an idea of what's going on in their neighborhood. But this is James at Drone Deer Services, and that will be a wrap. Thank you very much.